And Cecily, I know that I know this is really, really dear to you. So go ahead and bring us up to speed on that.
So I don't know why they were trying to suppress this, but the mother of this young man actually put up a video, and she's now seeking justice for her son. Her son is named SeMarion Humphrey. He's a middle schooler in Plano, Texas, and she alleges that he was shot by a BB gun, that he was hit in his private parts with a belt. He was forced to drink his own urine at a slumber party, and those children put that on video, and they circulated that with children around the school. On Facebook, she posted several incidences where he was terrorized by his friends. She had videos of boys calling him nigger. She had correspondence where they were teasing him. When boy reported it to the coaches because he's on the football team, the coach said boys will be boys. Seems as though, allegedly that the coaches have engaged in some behavior as well, in taunting him and keeping his inhaler from him when he needed to use it and things like that. So I did create like a video on my YouTube because quite a few posts, like I said, were being taken down, and I don't know why. But the mother was so fed up that she put the evidence out there. So you actually see the video of the young man drinking the urine, and you see the incidences. She has all this evidence, and she's upset because the school is basically saying that they're not responsible for what happens on campus, but she's citing times that the school and school district did get involved when things happen off campus. So she's trying to figure out why this situation is different. None of those children involved have been reprimanded, and you can hear them in the video. You can see them clearly in the stuff that she showed us. But the police department is cooperating and investigating it, and her attorney is raising money for her attorney fees, and we can add all that information to the description.
Yeah, Ryan, you are physically and emotionally moved by the story. What's going on? Tell us how you feel.
I've been that little boy.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Not just as a child, believe it or not, as an adult. I was bullied in the military. And I wasn't made to drink my own urine. I probably would have been in jail or something. But it's sad, like hearing like the responses, like, "Oh, boys will be boys." I've heard that. Yeah. Like, oh, it's like, no. When is it gonna be not all right? And it's so sad because he's so young, and now he's gonna have to deal with this for the rest of his life. Yeah. And people know that shit sticks with you. And believe it or not only does it stick with you, it formulates who you are as an adult. It helps mold you into the adult that you're going to be because of the shit that you had to go through. So now he's going to sit there, probably be blaming himself, thinking it's his fault that all this shit, because these kids aren't being held accountable. And not just the kids, the fucking parents need to be held accountable too. Like, boys will be boys. I wish that someone would say that about my son now, because I sure the fuck will shoot that motherfucker in the nuts with a BB gun. I make him drink some urine and all that, and say, no, boys gonna be boys, right? Take a sip of this. You know what I mean? No, I that's why it hurts me. That's why I'm so affected by it, because I lived it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you said was perfect. Even just someone saying something to you in passing or not even thinking about it, like, these are the things that you hear in your head for the rest of your life. These things stick with you. And this boy endured a lot. And so I think he's very brave, to keep being that little kid that's smiling and happy. There's some footage out there of him actually being interviewed the other day. I want people to know this happened to him so that he can receive the love that people have for him,
Right.
Very brave for him to put himself out there and say, I want this to stop, because they probably tried to resolve it on a home level, and now they're like, look, we're not going to let this happen to you. And people are able to pour into him and tell him like how proud they are of him to step forward. So I'm hoping that this will open up a different path for him, where he can be courageous and put people on blast and not necessarily take it all in just because he wants to feel like he belongs. And that desire to belong is so powerful. And it's something that adults go through as well. So I really think it's important to get it out there. They were calling him the N-word. There's a lot of racial tinges to this story as well. And I'm here for the full exposure.
Yeah.
I am too. I am too. And I am too.
Especially-
And I feel like anybody who goes through that, whether it's him as a kid, because people are gonna people that had nothing to do with it are now privy to the information and privy to the video, and now there's a pile on effect. You know what I mean? And so I feel like as a kid, however, you know, we can get rally behind him. But even like with Ryan as an adult, it's there are not really a lot of places where you can actually open up about things like that. And a lot of people don't have a friend network where people are like, you know what, I'm here for you. I'm sorry that happened to you. Nobody should have to go through that. And you know what I mean? You're through. You may not ever be over it, but you made it through that. And you know what I'm saying? And you have people that are around you, that love you, that support you, and will have your back no matter what. And I feel like that's the type of things that we need to do as a community, is to wrap our hands and our arms around people, and not be so quick to make fun of people, you know, but to rally with them and say, like, how do we fix it? Like, how do we help you? How do we, like, what can we do to make it better? And also too, you know, that the kids need to speak up and speak out. Like he didn't go home and tell anybody that that's what happened to him over the weekend.
Right.
And
because of the video was circulating, he did not tell her.
Right, they filmed it. Here's the thing with racism, and it, you know, even if they don't know what it is, they know what they're doing is wrong. And there's always going to be a crack in the levee. It's always going to be somebody who's like, you know what, I may have the ideals that you have, but this is wrong. You know, I support him. Ryan, I support you. And anybody else out there that watches this and is going through something similar, don't tolerate that. Don't go through it. Reach out to somebody, find somebody, tell your story, get it out there. There are more people out here to help you than to hurt you. And once you find a network of people that really love and respect you, that'll never happen again.